Master Teresa, Qigong Master. Today I'm excited to host the Healthy You Conference, Find Your Life Balance and Health with Qigong and other modalities. I'm excited to have Keith Murchie. Keith is a student of mine. Keith has been practicing martial arts for 20 years and is self-defense instructor and has been working with me, for 8 years. And Keith is currently doing Qigong with people on a part-time basis. I wish he can do it full-time.
Really nice.
And is working on, being of service to you. He's passionate individual who believes one can always reinvent themselves and really truly thrives on helping to motivate and inspire others. Here's Keith Murchie.
Thank you very much for that introduction. That was lovely. And I have to add that when I'm 60, I hope I look just as wonderful. And it's really an honor to be here. 8 years ago when we met, I came in with a lot of pain, and I didn't really know I was going through the traditional modalities of Western medicine, and I was suffering with a knee injury. And Master Teresa was wonderful and helped me with that injury, and we had one session and I became pain-free, and ever since that time I've been working with her since, and it's wonderful. Thank you.
Well, it's really a journey, really. So there are always struggles in life, right? So, and then when we struggle through life, we find something that can help us, and when we do find something that can help us, then we hang on, really. So how did you start doing martial arts? Did you start young or something?
I started at the age of 11, and I became fascinated with martial arts as a kid because I grew up watching kung fu movies, and my father would tape them for me when I was sleeping, and
really?
Then I'd watch them when I got up. And I always wanted to be like Bruce Lee, funny enough, who really made martial arts popular in the 70s. And I thought it was very fascinating how these movements were very freeing. It's somewhat freeing and freeing your body and of restriction and restricted movement. And I believe movement is the key of life.
So in your martial arts journey, right, so you must have practiced some kind of Qigong too, right?
Funny enough, I have. I've done some hard Qigong through martial arts, and never really got the same result doing that with this medical Qigong journey.
You were doing the Salem temple something.
Yeah, Shaolin Kempo martial arts for 20 plus years. I've dibbed and dabbed in other martial arts, and I did a lot of Wu Qi postural Qigong, along with the 72 Shaolin Qigong movements. But I found that it was never really, I didn't get the same feel and or the ability to, like now, where I'm pain-free, whereas I grew up with a lot of, always seemed to always be sick and, always at the doctor and, for some reason. And now it's a complete transition.
So while you were doing the Kung Fu, you felt you were sick all the time?
Yeah, I did have a lot of adversity during those years of training and going through the motions, and
yeah,
it's
you're talking 20 yeyears of Kung Fu with injuries and
yeah, broken wrist, and I had a couple a pituitary tumor when I was I believe the age of 16. I had that removed and then grew back, and it was very traumatic, and a lot of odd experience while doing that time. However, with that said, I really felt that my spirit had to really uplift in order to, or tested my spirit to move through those things.
Exactly. So when you're doing the Kung Fu, you hurt yourself, you continued. So there must be a lot of satisfaction doing the Kung Fu, going through those stresses too, right? And it must be really helpful.
Absolutely.
But maybe not the part of figuring out how to self-heal with energy.
And that was what was missing, you know, and now I feel I'm more complete or whole, to the point where I've actually evolved, and now I'm you know, using another vehicle of martial arts, and I'm doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is quite fascinating.
So the journey from a martial artist and then moving towards, I guess, energy healing, we call them Fa Qi. Fa Qi means send energy, send Qi, and how does it feel sending Qi and receiving Qi, eh?
Well, you know, just even talking about it, I get a little bit of goosebumps because it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
You know, sending energy. Well, first, my experience with Master Teresa receiving energy was quite surreal. So I go back 8 years now, roughly. After that treatment for my knee and the injury with my knee, and bodybuilding and the restrictions, and then after that treatment, I've really craved water. I was smiling. It's like I got my smile back.
Got the smile
Even though I'm always smiling now, you wouldn't
But it was
think that.
really a good smile.
It was a really good smile, and to be pain-free was something that I couldn't even fathom at the time.
I would say knowing you a few years, you do look a lot more happier now
Thank
than
you.
when I first
Thank you.
met
I
you.
feel
right?
very good. I'm pain-free.
Uh-huh.
Doing my Qigong forms that you know, you've worked with me on helps me to regulate my own pain, and
Yeah.
it's wonderful. It really is.
So how does your friends and family look at you now? Now you do strange stuff. You send healing.
It's it's an interesting question. You know, it's funny because you know, we had my mom and sister did a baby shower for Sheila. I have my first child on the way, which is quite exciting.
Yes.
And
Congratulations.
thank you very much. Thank you. And it's funny because everyone seemed to have some pain. You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
my aunt had a pulled rib, and my mom, you know, going through stress and has arthritis in her spine. And I just put people in the chair one by one, and
One by one?
one by
Really?
one. I said,
Lined
"Come."
up in a row?
Yeah,
really?
please, well, everyone's doing it. Okay, your turn. Please come sit down.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, just 2-3 minutes of putting someone in a chair and
Uh-huh.
helping them to relax, and then
Uh-huh.
sending Qi. Not only like do I feel really good to be able to help them move through their pain, but they also felt really good, and it was wonderful feedback.
Yeah, it is really a gift.
It is.
I said, give Qi to people is a gift to ourselves as the healer, because really love giving. And then while we're going through the giving, we also feel we've been uplifted, being in the process, in the state of the Qi in a different dimension.
Absolutely.
That's exciting. So, what's your tips for us today?
The tip I would say for today would be, you know, if you're struggling with pain or you're having difficulty moving through a process or decision, would be to really take a moment. I feel, you know, as human nature, without, you know, really getting into it, we struggle to or want to fix things in the moment or move through in the moment, or really to accept where we're at and maybe what we're going through. And I feel that, you know, well, I'll have to take a step back. A wise man told me a long time ago that if you don't like the feedback you're getting, or you don't like the position you're in, it's just as simple as changing your attitude.
Change attitude.
And I feel like if, you know, attitude is everything, and if you're really struggling, take a deep look at your attitude and what you can do with, you know, what you have at this time. And Qi really helps, so if, you know,
Exactly.
find someone who's doing Qigong.
Right. So we're going to take a little break right now, and then maybe I'll ask Keith to
Sure,
send me
please.
some
That'd
Qi,
be
right? And then
wonderful,
you can just, you know, enjoy being in the Qi with us. Hi everyone. So we're back from the break. So we continue the interview. So Keith Murchie, a student of mine, learning how to Fa Qi, been sending Qi for some years now. So, and I'm so excited I'm gonna get a treatment. Or we don't call treatment, we just call Qi balancing session. Because we never really treat people, we just give some energy so that energy goes to where it's missing. And then the body flows better because it gets what it wants. So we just balancing people. And So I pass to you,
Okay,
Keith.
wonderful. Thank you, and it's a real honor to be able to send you chi. You know,
Thank you.
since you've sent me so much over the years already. We're gonna start, and please feel free to follow along. We're just gonna do a simple relaxation, and then we'll get into it. So we'll breathe in, relax your head, and breathe out. Breathe in, relax your neck, breathe out. Breathe in, relax the shoulders, breathe out. Breathing in, relax the chest, and breathing out. Breathe in, abdomen relax, and breathe out. Breathing in, relaxing the entire back, and breathe out. Breathe in, arms, hands, fingers relax, and breathe out. Breathing in, legs, feet, toes relax, and breathing out. This time, whole body relax. Breathe in and out. A couple more times. Breathe in and breathe out. Last time. Breathing in and breathe out. Wonderful. So I'm just going to take a minute to center myself before sending chi. Okay, wonderful. Is there anywhere that you'd like me to send chi?
Wow. Wow, I can ask.
Oh, absolutely.
So, well, I think at 60, now I'll probably take care of the woman parts. It's always nice. And then work on the uterus.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so wonderful. So I'm going to start and I'll work down and we'll get there.
Okay?
Thank
you.
You're very welcome. was only a couple of minutes just to display how powerful Qi actually is in just a couple of minutes. You want to maybe tell us how you're feeling?
Well, I feel like just closing the
Oh,
eyes.
that's wonderful, actually.
Yeah, just relaxing. I
feedback.
feel the warmth and
Okay.
the energy, and it feels abundance. Really, you feel full. When you're in the energy field, right, the feeling is unique, and it's always feel like home, and you never seem to have enough, isn't it, right?
That's so true, yeah.
So what would you like to do more from now on, Keith, right?
From now on, I'd really like to transition into doing Qigong full-time with people. What really inspires me is to see the change in others where, they have maybe had a lot of pain and then that pain is gone, and then the expression on their face when to see no pain after maybe a treatment of Qi is really exciting for me.
So for the martial arts and athletes, what would you give them a little advice today?
Today would be really focus on your breath. I feel like without breath we are nothing, and with the increased breath we're everything. So, breath, focus on your breath and slowing the breath down, and by slowing down we actually speed up.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you.
So how can we find you?
You can find me on the World Qi Organization website, Pure Land Qigong, and I am on Facebook, I believe still. You can find my phone number on Master Teresa's website, I believe, as well, under the instructor category.
Yeah, just Google his name, Keith. Last name is Murchie, and
That's right.
well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and I welcome all of you to just enjoy the Qi we did for you today, and I wish you join our family. Thank you.
Thank you.